When I'm asked by someone to consider taking their brain injury case, I go through a set of predetermined criteria that I've established, and I ask myself various questions, and I want to share with you the exact questions that I ask myself. Number one, I ask myself, does this person have a provable mild traumatic brain injury or more severe brain injury that can actually be demonstrated in the medical records or from a physician, and is that injury still symptomatic? Is the person still having problems from that injury? The second important question I ask is, are there other people around, family members, friends, co-workers, physicians, pastors, who are willing to say, you know, I know this person and there's a change here. Those are the sort of people who can come into court and look a jury in the eye and explain that the person who looks normal actually does have an injury that needs to be compensated for. The third thing I ask is it possible to prove how this brain injury happened? Are there pictures of a windshield, for example, with a crack on it where the head hit the windshield? I also start asking questions about what caused the injury. And the biggest question is the potential defendant in this case someone who was negligent and caused the injury? Likewise, was there something that the potential client did to cause their own injury? Because in Virginia, if that's the case, there's no recovery. That's called contributory negligence. And the last important question I ask is, with respect to the defendant, do they have sufficient assets? Does this company or this person have sufficient assets or insurance coverage to compensate my potential client for the injuries that they have caused? Because let me tell you, brain injury cases are significant in the amount of damages that can be awarded, and the stakes are very high. So you need to make sure that the defendant who you are considering filing a claim against actually has the means to satisfy that judgment. A concussion is a mild traumatic brain injury. In fact, according to the Center for Disease Control, most traumatic brain injuries of the mild category are indeed concussions.